Hello everybody, hello, welcome. I appreciate you all being here. Now I'm going to throw out another video to you. Keep them coming, keep them cranking. You know, during these times, we got to keep them out there. We got to stay normal as possible and do some fun stuff together. So what I decided to do for this video is to show you some stuff I have in one of my Beatle drawers. Just random stuff I threw in this top little drawer. I'll even give you a look at it. I have a drawer like this. Okay, and I just throw stuff in there, and over time it builds up, it fills up with stuff, and some of the stuff I look at from time to time. I may have even shown you some of these things before, but I decided, what the heck, let's go through the drawer together. What do you think? Okay, let's get into it. So I have some pamphlet from the Love Show. When Beatles channel came on Sirius XM, I throw pamphlets like that in there. What else do I have in here? Article about Ringo, the return of Ringo's star. I just threw it in the drawer, you know. Probably said to myself, I'll deal with this eventually. What else we got here? Another ad for the Beatles channel on Sirius XM. Full page ad I must have pulled out of a magazine. Yeah, what are these? Oh, one of my John Lennon U.S. Postal Service goodies. They put a stamp right up here, see? And what else you get inside here? Let's see what it is. Okay, you saw the John Lennon UPS vinyl album. Many of you got that. It looks like Walls and Bridges. Well, there was a few other little products you could get along with that. So this was like a little booklet talking about when the stamp was commemorated on Friday, September 7th, 2018. At the band shell at Central Park. Here's, you got this, you could get like a little itinerary of that presentation when Bob Gruen was there, Sharon Ono Lennon was there, Yoko was there, and you get this little, like, it's like a little booklet of that occasion when they dedicated the stamp. You remember that a couple of years ago, a year and a half ago or so. So I must have ordered this as part of my little collection, little USPS, the little program of that occasion, and it came in a little envelope with John's stamp on it right up here. And first day of issue, September 7th, 2018, New York, New York. Well, just a little commemorative thing from the stamp. Let's see. Of course, I have a thing of John's stamps on a sleeve I threw in the drawer. And well, of course I have to have two, right? So I've got another one. Also, there's some cool Elvis Presley ones you can get or could get, and at some point I must have gotten these. But here's the sleeve of Elvis Presley stamps I threw in my drawer here. Now, I don't know why this is in there, but it's a sealed CD of Ringo's Why Not album with the hype sticker on it. It was only $9.99, so I must have got it cheap somewhere and I threw it in the drawer to have an extra one. I don't know. A postcard advertisement for the band Klaatu, their second album, Hope. An official piece of Klaatu memorabilia. And oh, I got these cool little Beatle pins, little acrylic Beatle pins you could put on your lapel or jacket. Hope you can see those all right. I know the glare, it's horrible, horrible. All right, there you go. There's some Beatle instruments. A lot of cassettes in here and stuff. I just threw tons of cassettes. You got Something New, the Beatles' second album, the old Capitol cassettes. I think I got a part of a BBC cassette in there. A sealed cassette single of Baby It's You includes 3 previously unreleased BBC recordings with a hype sticker, all sealed. Just random stuff, folks, random stuff for you to look at. A Chet Atkins cassette. Chet picks on the Beatles on cassette. I thought you'd get a kick seeing these. Rubber Soul cassette. A sealed Free as a Bird, sealed Real Love and Babies in Black cassette. a sealed Free as a Bird cassette. Now I have two cassettes of Paul McCartney Unplugged. One is open, as you can see, and it is number 14824. And then I have a sealed one, and it's number 01410. So that's a pretty low number. Sealed. Random Beatle extra cards I have. I keep most of my cards from this set in a booklet, but for some reason these must be my overflow, my extras. A sealed cassette of Paul's birthday single from way back, 1990, when Tripping the Live Fantastic came out. Man, that was so special. When that single was first released, I've got it on the CD, I've got it on vinyl, I believe. Did it come out on vinyl? I don't remember, you tell me. But if it was on vinyl, I probably have it. But here's the cassette all sealed. A random Beatles picture card. A sealed Ringo Way to the World cassette. A sealed George When We Was Fab cassette. Never played these things, folks. Am I crazy or what? Should I be opening these things? For some reason, oh, here's the other part 2 of the Beatles at the BBC cassette. Remember I showed you the first one? Well, there's the second one. And I guess the booklet that came with it. Little cassette-sized booklet with all their pictures and stuff. All right. Random stuff. Beatles 6 sealed cassette. Never been played. A sealed John Lennon and Yoko Ono Double Fantasy 8-track. Fun to look at. An unsealed Beatles 67 to 70 8-track, which is kind of beat up a little bit, but I have it. A sealed Ringo Way to the World CD single. Way to the World with After All These Years and Don't Be Cruel, which was produced by Jeff Lynne. Kind of fun to go through this stuff. Another sealed Free as a Bird cassette. 2 of them. A sealed Paul Hope of Deliverance cassette single. You don't see cassette singles much anymore, that's for sure. A open Beatles Sgt. Pepper cassette. More cards. A mono Baby It's You single from the BBC sessions. It's open though. So obviously I've played that one, I guess. Okay. A sealed Free as a Bird CD single. This is open. It's a Beatles, I have the vinyl of this. It's a cassette of the Beatles Movie Mania interview album on cassette. Okay. Just thought I'd show you some random stuff. A Beatles Liverpool coin, birthplace of the Beatles. Like a gold coin from Liverpool. I did get this in Liverpool, I believe, if I remember correctly, when I was in the service. Showing a little discoloration on it from all the years, but it's in mint condition, just in the container. A sealed Hope of Deliverance CD single. And then a British version, import from UK, single of Hope of Deliverance on CD, which is open though. It looks like I have the US CD single sealed, and I have the British UK one open. Another sealed Baby It's You CD single with hype stickers. Almost there. I don't know why these are in there. Buttons from the band Starbelly. Remember I talked about the band Starbelly last year? Well, when I got their vinyl album and CD, I got a bunch of buttons in a bag, so I kept them. A mini CD single, a figure of 8, made in Austria. One of those little mini, remember the little 3-inch CDs? I believe it could still play that. And there's this made in Austria. Some Beatle postcards. All the same on the back. There's 1, 2, 3. Nice one. That's it. I think this came from the back of the old, remember the CD long boxes? When CDs first came out, this picture and image, I could tell because it's been ripped apart here, but I must have cut this out of the long box. Which now I wish I had saved the long boxes because you don't see them now, and some people do collect them, but I got rid of mine. But that's left from the Hard Day's Night one. This is kind of cool. It's a Ringo Starr Backstage Pass from June 22nd. I think it's, yeah, his 1992 tour. Do you remember my Ringo story from all those years ago? No, about 1.5 years ago. And I just did a Ringo video not too long ago, and I put a link to my video about the day I met Ringo Starr. Go back and check that out if you'd like. But as part of that video, I told you about going backstage and everything. Well, I was handed this. I didn't take the sticker backing off, so I didn't ruin it, but here is the Backstage Pass from 1992. Okay. And one last thing, and I'll let you go. I have an old rare cassette of the Hard Day's Night on United Artists. A little beat up, but I keep it as nice as I can. There's the back. There's the cassette. A Hard Day's Night. Remember these old hard plastic cassette? And I went in like this. Pretty cool. It's something you don't see often. I don't know how any of you others have this out there. Something like this in these little hard shells. But there you go. That's it. That's it for my first draw. Bless you all. Enjoy. Bye-bye.